So in the last video, you learned about different behaviors that animals were either born with, called innate, behaviors that they learned from experience, or behaviors that they learned from interacting with members of the same species. So in this video, we're going to take a look at behaviors that have allowed these little critters to survive, these unicellular organisms called Protista. So these this is actually a thing about where this picture was taken. Give you a hint. Summertime, water, swimming. You're not alone when you're swimming. These protists can actually be found in your local pond water. But much like bacteria, these organisms weren't really found and we couldn't really classify them until much later. So the discovery of microscopes really helped to classify things that we can't see with the naked eye. We figured out that there's actually a lot more species of bacteria, a lot more species of protists out there. Now we're going to take a look at what structures they have that have helped unicellular organisms such as these little critters, what has enabled them to survive. And so the first one is going to be called the amoeba. The amoeba here. So the amoeba is going to move with a fake foot called a pseudopod. So in this is how it also obtains its nutrients. And so if it obtains its nutrients by eating other things, we call it a heterotroph. And amoeba, they're going to reproduce asexually. So think about mitosis. And I have these videos attached on Google Classroom as well, so you can take a look at how these organisms actually move and obtain um, how they obtain their nutrients. Amoeba also have this really cool structure called a contractile vacuole. So what I need you to know about the contractile vacuole is that it's the vacuole that regulates water. These organisms live in water, so they can either have too much or too little, so they need this to be regulated. Now let's move on to the euglena. Think about it. It's green. What do you think it can do? Just like a plant, it's an autotroph, but it's also a heterotroph, so it's pretty cool. The way that euglena move is through this structure right here, kind of like a sperm cell. So the movement that it uses is going to be through a tail called a flagella. And how it finds its food, again, it's green, so it can do photosynthesis. And so this is where the eye spot here is, the red eye spot. The eye spot is sensitive to light, so it can either go through phototaxis, it can move towards light, positive phototaxis, and if there is no light, then it can just eat other things. So the euglena, like the amoeba, it's going to divide asexually through mitosis. And the special organelles that we have to remember about the euglena, these little cool things, is that they have an eye spot responding to light. And they also have a contractile vacuole, which again is going to regulate our water, or H2O. And finally, last but not least, we have a paramecium. Take a look at this unicellular organism. The way it moves is through these little hair-like structures right here, and this is what we call cilia. So notice that none of these organisms move the same way, but there are some similarities. Here we have Paramecia eating other things, and again, that's going to be a heterotroph. It's still going to divide asexually, and it also has a contractile vacuole that regulates its water. The only difference that the Paramecia has, it just has these little hair-like structures. So we took a look at euglena, amoeba, and paramecia today, and the similarities between these three are that they all divide asexually. They're all protists. They're all unicellular, and they all also have this contractile vacuole. Now, the things to remember that are different is about how do they move around? Which one has the flagella? Which one has the cilia? And which one has the pseudopod? And one of the differences also to remember, how do they obtain their energy? Are they autotrophs or are they heterotrophs? So when you are done writing your notes for this video, you have your independent practice, which must be checked off by me. And then you have your mastery. And again, as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to call me over. Thank you guys for watching.